Hello, I'm EBX and welcome back to Seed Sunday. Seed Sunday is a weekly series I run on my channel where I show you seeds Minecraft console edition which are particularly interesting and worth checking out in some way. And this week's seed is one I really love because it has 6 villages, which isn't the highest we've ever seen, but it's a really high above average amount of villages for a seed just by itself. But then of those 6 villages, 4 have blacksmith chests, so 4 sets of loot, and then one of those villages has 4 chests of its own, and the title's probably making it confusing, but basically it has a desert temple combined with it, which makes it a really cool village. And today I'll be showing you around this seed and a whole bunch of other cool stuff you might want to see. So hopefully you do all enjoy this video. If you do, like it, let me know because it helps out the channel a lot, and let us know you do like Seed Sunday. I have sensed it's one of the series that's kind of having dropping support. If you want me to keep on doing the seeds, a like would be very much appreciated. But with that said, let's get straight into it, shall we? So let's start with the spawn area. Also, the seed itself, it's IBX Toy Country 7, I believe. It will be on screen right now, whatever it is. If you type that seed in, you'll spawn just over here, which I've marked with a beacon. You might spawn in the river on the other side because the spawn is a wider area. But yeah, you'll spawn in this area roughly where the river bends around here. So yeah, this is a kind of nice spawn area if you like just to have like a relative perch to look up upon and be like, ooh, there's a mountain. Ooh, there's just a big expansive desert over there. And you can kind of work out your direction where you want to go, which I think is always nice. And I would recommend going to the west personally. So yeah, head across the desert because if you just go about 100 blocks, you'll end up at one of the most amazing things I've seen in a while, which is a village combined with a desert temple, but it's done in a way in which both things kind of exist, but in a really strange combination. So let me show you what I mean by that. Basically, first of all, here's the actual village. As you can see, you can still walk through it. It's a bit confusing, but you can use the village just fine. And even the the place itself does still spawn a cleric villager. You know, the ones that'll give you the really good trades. Because if you can just get to the top of this thing, you can climb in down here, and as you can see, oh, it exists just fine. If we break this block, oh, it exists just fine too. And you can you can experience the whole thing because it's conjoined with the desert temple. So at least at first, the villager just spawned around here, and he kind of was he basically was a villager that existed in a temple. And I think that's a really cool concept you could kind of work with this village. You could either destroy the village or leave it if you like having the weird thing there and just make a MC village around a temple, or you can just leave one of the weirdest combinations of things I've ever seen in place. Either way, this village has 4 chests for you to get, so break one of these blocks and down you go. 4 separate chests, so make sure you always destroy the pressure plate. 4 chests with random loot, so obviously depending on your platform, depending on when you load up seed, you're going to get different stuff here. In my case, I just got gold iron and stuff, but you will probably get, or you could get, sorry I should say, diamonds, emeralds, enchanted books, all the cool stuff that I'm sure you do want. So yeah, that is the village / temple. It's one of the weirdest combinations I've ever seen. Every now and then I'll see like a library, mash into it, but nothing quite as severe as this, where they actually kind of both function separately, even though they're really weirdly mixed together. So yeah, that is the first thing I wanted to show you on this seed. Nearby it, just in case you are curious, there is a mob spawner to be found. So even though the seed is amazing just above ground, I figured I'd get some below ground stuff too. And boom, you find yourself a zombie spawner with a weird cave thing next to it, which is great going below ground. As you can see, case of some diamond horse armor and some iron horse armor and saddles and name tags. All the good stuff if you want to get horses. Which it's weird to me that you have to go underground to get horses, but that's if you want to do that. This location is just over here. So yeah, with that said, let's move on from this place to further to the north and the second village. So like I said, every village but one on this seed actually has a temple. This village, has a chest of some form, including the temple. This first one over here, or the second one, if you count the desert temple one, as you can see, is going to have 3 diamonds, 2 iron ingots, some iron boots, some diamond horse armor. Pretty nice stuff if you ask me. Yeah, basically, it's going to vary from platform to platform, but bear in mind, I got diamonds from one of these. You're going to get diamonds from at least one, based on your platform and all that sort of stuff, so I think that's pretty cool. The second village is way better than the first one, because not only does it have a blacksmith, but it also has a church. So, just in case your first village didn't give you a satisfying set of trades, come over here, and you might get a better one. Also, because it's on this really steep hill, as you can see, the blacksmith is just, like, floating in the sky in a really cool way. I mean, it's not actually floating, but still, I think it's really cool, and inside the chest, you'll find yourself, more iron armor and iron and apples and stuff. I think it's always cool to find this sort of stuff, but it's going to be, mostly random, so I'm not going to focus too much on it. But yeah, the chance for diamonds and lots of stuff, the chance for good iron armor, I think that's pretty cool. Also, I should clarify, it's not random, it's random per platform. Don't ask me why, it's just weird 4J decision, I guess. But yeah, moving further to the east from that, to our 4th village, as you can see, this is the boring village of the list. It's so dull, I almost think that's interesting. Almost, but not quite enough. So yeah, just boring villager houses. I don't even see villagers in this one. It's just, village. Oh, there's a single villager, 2 villagers. How exciting. If you get excited by dull villagers, then this seed's got you covered over here. Also, there's a lava pit next to it, which there was a tree, not anymore. Maybe that interests you too. But in case that doesn't interest you, the 5th village certainly will, because it's at the very, very north peak of the map, like very, very close to the edge here. It has a blacksmith chest, which I think is pretty cool. As you can see, you're going to get yourself, I think it's a really spooky thing, like just 2 boots. I wonder why the blacksmith just made 2 pairs of boots. Ooh, spooky. Or maybe weird. But either way, spooky boots, if that's your thing. As well as that, of course, you've got yourself access to a few caves from this one because of the way the pathway just kind of bridges over some stuff. Because it is kind of a hilly village, as you can see, stuff like this exists, which I'm always amused by this because of the way Minecraft tries to even stuff out. But one of the other benefits of it being a hilly village is the fact that around here, I'm going to lose it because I'm awful, there's actually a cave which can lead you down to a mob spawn really easily. So, yeah, just over here, so these coordinates, nearby where all the villagers are for some reason chilling. By the way, 2 clerics, it seems, which is really nice, so... yeah, you want that stuff, it's awesome. But yeah, as well as that, if you head just down here, as you can see, you're going to find a loose villager. You can either, from here, take a right, and you can go all the way down to, like, Diamond Lair if you want to, which is pretty great. Or you can take a left and kind of loop round, and you can find, without breaking a single block again, a really nice spawner. I believe it's a spider spawner, just at the end over here. I love it when you can get to a spawner without breaking blocks, because it's a relatively rare occurrence. You know, the game doesn't try to generate that way. It just happens to sometimes. So here are the coordinates for that, in case you're curious. And yeah, pretty cool if you ask me. So, yeah, we could also take the iron and the 13 disc. Everyone's favourite piece of music, if we wanted to. But in this case, we're not going to. We'll just say, yeah, that's some good stuff that we totally could take. Or you could go back down for diamonds. Whichever one you prefer is what this next village offers, as well, by the way, as it's free loot. So, in between this and the next village, you'll find one of the highest savannah peaks I've seen in a while. Obviously, with the update, like 3 weeks ago, they actually patched in the mountains to make them a tiny bit higher. Not as high as, you know, would be ideal, but still, this is a really, really nice mountain. If you're looking for a new seed and you want to experience one of the new, terrains as well, then I think this is a great one because you get views off a lot of cool stuff, and maybe that's something that interests you. Oh, one final thing I should reference on this place over here is that actually, if you go through the cave, I'll just show you at the edge of the map. Basically, what you can actually do, so is it over here? I did a thing. Basically, what you can do is you dig down all the way down to the bottom. It's got a edge ravine, so these things, they're not amazingly uncommon, but I'm always impressed when I see them, because basically, as you can see, a ravine started at the edge of the world. So it's like, it's a ravine, but one of the walls is just untouchable. Very, very strange stuff. Maybe you like edge ravines. If you do, I've got you covered at these coordinates here. Just in case you don't, maybe the last village will be your thing that interests you, because if we just head to the south here, so go really, really far south, it's actually just north of the spawn. They kind of make a big loop, which is kind of nice. But yeah, basically, the final village is found just over here, past all of this stuff, over here. So, as you can see, it's lots and lots of stuff, really big village. Half of it is, like, in water for some bizarre reason, which you might like. But more seriously, there's the actual cool stuff over here. The blacksmith chest, a desert blacksmith chest, which has obsidian, some bread, again, on different platforms. You might have diamonds, you might have anything you want there, including enchanted books, as well as, of course, a church thing. So, yeah, church and a blacksmith chest. Pretty awesome stuff. As well as that, of course, we've got some weird villagers that are trapped in, if you like your safe villagers. And, yeah, 6 villages, pretty darn nice. So let's show you around the rest of the stuff on the seed that isn't just villagers, because, again, I really love the seed just by its 4 blacksmith chests and, 4 chests inside a village by itself. But, as well as the 8 village chests, there's also a ravine which, because it runs through a desert, it's really bizarre. Like, half of it's covered by the desert, which is really wacky to look at from underneath. But as well as that, it kind of seeps down here, and it means that you've got this really weird drainage hole which goes all the way down to here, as you can see, like pretty much Diamond Lair, just by following a ravine down. Again, not breaking a single block. Always a big fan of this stuff when it happens, because it's really not meant to. And then also, there is a mesa biome. It's kind of a small one, but it exists all the way over here on the furthest side, so just head all the way over the west side of the map, so like west of the 3rd and 4th village. Basically, if you go all the way that way, you'll find yourself a mesa. Mesas, of course, pretty bright places. I like them. There's not, a massive peak in this one, so you're not going to be too excited if that's what you're looking for. But if you want red sand, which you realistically need if you want to have access to certain builds, that's over here. Also, if you dig down at this big red pillar, at these coordinates right here, so dig down from here, you'll find yourself diamonds. Yay, diamonds. So, yeah, if you want some diamonds, I think it's 4, it might be more. It's 5, or is it 6? It's 6 diamonds. Yeah, if you want 6 diamonds, you can find them at these corners. I just thought it's kind of nice that you dig down from the mesa, and there's this really cool cave that expands in all directions. You can find diamonds, gold, iron, all that sort of stuff. Look at this, for instance. That's crazy. But yeah, you can find this just underneath the mesa. So maybe make the mesa like your caving district, or whatever you want to do. I just recommend exploring this at some point, because wherever there is caves, there is ores to check out. And this is one of those such examples. So, yeah, I hope you did all enjoy this week's Seed Sunday. Look how cool this ravine is. It's like a cross shape, or an arrow shape. Hopefully you did all enjoy this week's Seed Sunday. As I said, I'd very much appreciate a like on the video if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot and lets know you do like the Seed Sunday things. Share the video if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, including Seed Sunday every week. And if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. I would like to remind you all right now that I'm still on the lookout for a 10 village seed. I think it's going to be one of those like 1 in a million, 1 in 10 million chances, but because I found that 9 village seed, I'm like, okay, we're going to one-up this. So hopefully that's what we're going for next week. If you find one of your own, of course, I'd appreciate you sending it in. But yeah, what I have in theory is, like, if 10 villages is possible, like let's say even 1 in 10 million times, that means that there's quite a lot of seeds out there that must theoretically have 10 villages by now, and that means that someone out there's discovered like a 10 village seed, or like a 12 village seed, or something so abnormally rare that it must have only happened once, and they must just not known it. Like, I'm picturing a 12-year-old that plays Minecraft the first time, loads up a creative world, finds 12 villages, doesn't even know what that means, just makes a giant thing I shouldn't say, and leaves the world. I pictured that's happened before, and I don't know whether that's cool or whether that's sad, but I figured I'd mention this at the end here, because maybe next week we find something equally cool, or maybe it's impossible. Either way, hopefully you like the Seed Sundays, because I'm gonna do some more now. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.